Welcome back to Shadows of Justice, where we uncover the darkest, most unsettling stories that often go unnoticed until it's too late. Before we begin, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Some stories are meant to be heard, and tonight's is one of them. This is the story of Clara Jenkins, a 27-year-old woman whose obsession with a social media influencer spiraled into a nightmare. A story of longing, fear, and a darkness that begins quietly before consuming everything. Grab your headphones, stay with me, because this story doesn't just unfold online. It plays out in the streets of Los Angeles, in the hidden corners of someone's mind, and in the lives of two women who became strangers in their own reality. Clara Jenkins' life was a study in monotony. Downtown Los Angeles, skyscrapers reflecting sunlight off glass, bustling streets below, and she, another gray cubicle inhabitant, typing numbers no one noticed. Her office smelled faintly of coffee, printer ink, and stale carpet. Fluorescent lights hummed overhead. Every day was predictable, every week identical to the last. At 27, she had no friends she could rely on, no weekend plans, only the quiet hum of her apartment, the warmth of instant noodles, and the soft glow of her phone screen. She spent hours scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, the lives of others, particularly one life. Savannah Ray. Savannah was perfection in motion. Flawless hair, radiant smile, an aura of effortless grace. A social media influencer with millions of followers, she was the embodiment of everything Clara felt she lacked, but also everything she secretly wanted to be. At first, Clara told herself it was harmless admiration. She liked posts, commented, and sent occasional messages. Sometimes Savannah responded with brief, polite words. But then admiration began to creep into something more dangerous. Clara began noting every location Savannah tagged herself in. A new cafe in Echo Park, a yoga studio downtown, the Sunday farmers market. Each post was a breadcrumb, a path Clara followed with a mixture of reverence and compulsion. She called it fate. Savannah called it a familiar face. The first time they met in person, Savannah smiled. "Hey, I've seen you before." For Clara, it wasn't just a greeting. It was an opening, a door, a spark in the blackness of her life. Have you ever mistaken kindness for connection? If so, type yes in the comments and let us know. Weeks passed. Clara's life became entirely structured around Savannah. She meticulously copied her makeup looks, dyed her hair the same color, wore the same brands. Every social interaction was filtered through the lens of Savannah's influence. Her coworkers noticed. "You look different, Clara," one commented. "Just trying something new," she replied, smiling, but in the quiet of her mind a voice whispered, "You're becoming her." The first threat came subtly. Savannah posted a story, taking a short break, too many weird people online lately. Her phone buzzed later that night, an unknown number. "You shouldn't have come to my building again." Her heart sank. She had crossed the line, and Savannah had noticed. 2 nights later, Savannah vanished. The internet exploded. Fans flooded social media. #FindSavannah trended within hours. News crews swarmed downtown LA. Every camera lens seemed to point toward the city's obsession with this missing influencer. Meanwhile, detectives began knocking on doors, and one of those doors was Clara Jenkins. Her apartment was a shrine to Savannah. Photos covering walls, sticky notes with quotes, candles flickering shadows across her face, a mirror plastered entirely with images of the influencer. Detective Morales stepped inside, calm but observant. "Miss Jenkins, how well did you really know her?" A single tear slid down her cheek. Silence answered him. Savannah was alive, but hiding. New addresses, temporary residences, locked doors. Yet Clara continued to appear at tagged locations. Each day her obsession escalated. Savannah's fear grew. Her online presence diminished to protect herself. Private accounts, encrypted messages, cautious movement. But Clara didn't stop. Notes appeared under doors. "You can't run from me." Shadows lingered where none should be. Detective Morales realized this wasn't just a missing person case. This was a stalking case, and it had grown dangerously close to violence. It happened on a rainy Thursday night. Savannah returned from a quiet dinner, hoping her apartment was safe. The door was ajar. Inside, Clara stood, holding a Polaroid of Savannah taken outside her window earlier that day. Savannah froze. "I just wanted to feel seen," Clara whispered. Fear is slow. It coils, tightens, squeezes every rational thought. Savannah tried reasoning. "Clara, you can't do this. You're scaring me." Clara's eyes were glassy. "I'm not hurting you. Not yet. I just want to exist somewhere in your world." The lamp toppled. Glass shattered. Savannah ran to the bathroom, locking the door, dialing 911. Detectives arrived minutes later, finding Clara barricaded inside. Hours of negotiation followed. Finally, at dawn, she emerged. Tear-streaked, shaking, Polaroids clutched to her chest. The city was watching. Social media, local news, national coverage. #FindSavannah became a viral obsession. Fans speculated wildly. Some accused Clara. Others theorized more sinister threats. Detective Morales traced Clara's digital footprints. Private forums, online comments, subtle clues she left behind. Each breadcrumb painted a terrifying picture. Clara's obsession had fully crossed into criminal territory. Savannah's fear was tangible. She moved from place to place, never staying more than a night. Clara's presence loomed like a shadow she couldn't escape. If you were Savannah, would you hide or confront her? Comment "hide" or "confront." 2 weeks later, Clara followed Savannah to a coffee shop. Rain streaked the streets. Crowds blurred past them, unaware. Clara approached slowly. Savannah tried to remain calm, but her pulse raced. "Please, leave me alone," she whispered. "I just want to be part of your world," she said, almost pleading. The barista noticed the tension. Patrons stared. Savannah called Detective Morales. He rushed over, but Clara had vanished again. Detectives began coordinating citywide, checking surveillance, tracing Clara's steps. Social media updates kept the tension high. Every new post could be a trap, every story a clue. Clara's obsession grew bolder. She attempted to enter Savannah's apartment complex disguised as a maintenance worker. Keycard access blocked her, but not before she left another note: "I'll see you soon." Savannah feared this was only the beginning. Her online world became a cage. Each notification brought dread. Detectives expanded the investigation, monitoring Clara's bank transactions, travel routes, known hangouts. Yet she was clever, meticulous, leaving minimal traces. It became a game of cat and mouse. And every day that Clara remained free, the tension escalated. Clara was finally tracked to a quiet park in Hollywood Hills, sitting silently on a bench, surrounded by Polaroids. Rain fell, soaking her hair, mixing with tears. Detectives approached. Calm voices, negotiation. Hours passed.
Finally, she spoke. "I just wanted to be seen." Psychologists confirmed deep mental illness, amplified by isolation and obsession. But the law was clear. This had crossed into criminal stalking, harassment, and attempted assault. Clara was taken into custody. Savannah survived physically, but the psychological trauma lingered. Months later, Savannah returned to social media. Quieter, reflective. Posts focused on healing, mental health, and the dangers of obsession rather than perfection. Clara underwent therapy in a psychiatric facility. Her treatment focused on understanding boundaries, reality testing, and coping mechanisms for loneliness. Both women learned a chilling lesson. The closer you get to someone else's perfection, the more your own reflection fades. Audience, think about your online habits. Who are you following? Are you admiring or letting someone else's life replace your own? Clara Jenkins and Savannah Ray's story is one of obsession, fear, and the horrifying consequences of crossing invisible lines. If this story unsettled you, hit the like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts. Have you ever encountered someone whose admiration became dangerous? How did it feel? Remember, sometimes the scariest stories aren't monsters. They're people like us, lost, longing, and chasing shadows they cannot escape. Thank you for watching Shadows of Justice. Stay aware, stay safe, and never forget, obsession can lurk closer than you think.